Poppity boop 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 boop. Same old crap. Oh, it's the same old crap. Same old crap in the news. Yeah. I don't even know if my guitar's in tune. Gotta test the mic. Make sure it's the mic. Got the right mic. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Jimmy Reefer Cake on Jimmy Reefer Cake YouTube live stream post show majority report. I have a quick, post show note majority report with Sam Seder. I'm confused. Hey, there's the Red Baron on the chat. I'm confused. Why is this happening again, Red Baron? I think I heard. I'm just didn't quite hear the whole context again, but basically somebody IM'd goes how, because Sam he's gone into his Elizabeth Warren fantasy world. John from San Antonio called in though. He made a good point. What happened to Bernie? Why does Elizabeth Warren? Can we recall that she supported Hillary Clinton? Is that not true? Did she stay neutral or did she support Hillary? Was she neutral? I don't think so. So a lot of the fantasies that Sam gets into are sort of like this. It's the Chris Matthews effect. It's the old guy, politics guy, in the know guy wants to kind of read into the tea leaves. And after the primary, okay, so thank you, Red Baron. Sorry, jingling those ice cubes. After the primary, Elizabeth Warren, so that she stayed neutral. So she has that going for her. I gotcha. Nice. So Elizabeth Warren stayed neutral. Tulsi Gabbard, on the other hand, supported Bernie. Now, the thing about what Sam said, it did this, somebody IM, they go, what about Bernie Tulsi? I think that's what they said. And then Jamie goes, is that Jimmy Reefer Cake? It wasn't me. So someone else. And then Sammy's like, well, I hope they should know that Tulsi Gabbard actively supports a hate group. So that was pretty fucked up. Why did you have to do that? Because it's not he said it before. And what gets me is how veiled and sort of general he goes. He doesn't explain it at all. So just generally veiled insults, saying it like he could probably say, I support a hate group. Not go ahead and back it up then. What are you talking about? What hate? And then someone's going to say, there's no, I just don't get it. I mean, you're going to have to back that up, Sam Seder. And you're going to have to, in my opinion, there's a little bit of a trapped Groundhog Day mentality where Sammy doesn't get it. He just doesn't get the fact that people are hot as hell on people like Tulsi and like Bernie. Red Baron, you're actively participating. What is your perception of Tulsi Gabbard? Like, is there anything negative that you know about? Is there a hate group that you could clarify me on? Have you seen her interviews on, she just did Joe Rogan and Jimmy Dore, and all she's talking about is fucking anti-war. Basically, oh, you got a lag? It's probably on your end, Red Baron. But anyway, the whole point is that Tulsi Gabbard she's the only anti-war, not the only, but she's a very popular anti-war candidate. Sam Seder has shitted on her a second time for saying she's actively supporting a hate group without saying what the hate group is. Red Baron just gets the loading. Maybe I got to look at my Hangout thing. It's working. Stop broadcast. Nope. Well, I don't know, dude. So basically, my point here: what kind of pickle am I in? I guess I got to keep on going and respond. So it's like, is it like they don't get it and they need me to explain? Is that why he keeps saying this hate group thing? Is it, so that's horrible. Now, I've said this a lot of times, when I get in these disagreements, I'm just going to let it go. I mean, not let it go, but in terms of like, I could see if I was Jimmy Dore, right? If I was a lot of these other guys, that would be grounds for me to get incredibly pissed and just be like, and then call Sammy all these kinds of names, right? Because that's the Jimmy Dore way. And Sammy said, again, just 2 times, just veiled, just generally saying that Tulsi Gabbard associates with a hate group. Just saying that. Why? So if anybody wants to comment below, tell me why Sam Seder would do this. Tell me, and the thing is, the answer really isn't that he's the evil devil of the world. I don't think so. I think that there's a sort of like a super fan in him. It's like a super fan guy who wants to be super in on the inside baseball. Me and Chris Matthews. Well, I'll refer to you my videos on YouTube, to the Duck Talk, excuse me. There's a really good Jacobin article called "I Did Read That, Kennedy Crouch. Tulsi Gabbard is not my friend." I read that, dude. I can't even believe that they would run a Hillary Clinton and then they're going to say Tulsi Gabbard is not. And I'll read it again. Let's just read it out loud. Okay? Let's read it out loud. Some of the quotes. Let's do it. You want to see? Thank you, Kennedy. But it's like, it's just not going to, I'm not going to get pushed around. Okay? I'm not going to either run away from the truth either. I'm not going to run away from the truth. Okay. Her views on okay, so there you go. Basically, what they're throwing at her is that her views on Islam, so she hates Islam, apparently. Let me just get that straight up. The one who hates Islam also seems to be the one who's trying to not start regime-changed wars in these Islamic countries. You heard the song I did with Rainstopper, 7 Wars. 7 Wars. How's it go? Never should have started the Iraq War. Bush had the number of wars at 4. Obama made it 7. Right? Pushing me around is the fact of this Tulsi Gabbard. So today if you heard the show, somebody goes Tulsi Gabbard and Bernie. And then it's like, oh, is that Jimmy Reefer Cake? And then it comes back to say what? He says, well, Tulsi Gabbard is actively supporting a hate group. That's what he said. Pushing me around is what that comes down to in terms of like, I've put in a bunch of songs. Now, Kennedy Crouch, I really want to understand, man, is this really tough for you? The fact that I like Tulsi Gabbard and I support her? Like, you don't see why this is pissing me off, that this is like and also, by the way, getting pissed off is part of the fucking thing, man. How do you think you write a song or give a shit about anything? I don't listen to Sammy. I don't go, Sammy's going to tell me what to write. So that's the end of the day. And then besides that, who's pushing you around? The whole world is a push and pull, isn't it? If you're not getting pushed around, probably not living life. You're not putting yourself out there into the fray. So I'm willing to defend myself on this. I'm willing to debate anybody pushing around because they won't play everything I said. Ooh, okay. I don't give a Are you kidding me? What was I talking about, Red Baron? I was saying about this Tulsi Gabbard, this issue. They're trying to push around people like me who support Tulsi Gabbard, like the person who I am today. And then it was like, oh, is that Jimmy Reefer Cake? And then it says, Well, Tulsi's in a hate group. So that's all. This is politics. Who wants to be a super fan who knows everything? That's Sam Seder. I want anti-war. I want to win the election with a candidate that's anti-war. So all of this shitting on Tulsi Gabbard is inside baseball, Chris Matthews shit. Yeah. Kennedy Crouch. The point of the matter is I can get excited. You know how I feel, and then I'm willing to back it up. Okay? Jenny Crouch says she's not as left as people think she is on foreign policy. Well, that's a very silly thing to say, Kennedy Crouch. She spews this is the greatest of all. Kennedy Crouch, this is where you're missing the whole point about what I've been saying for years about how to win elections. Kennedy Crouch says, she spews the same lines that libertarians do about interventionism. This is Kennedy Crouch, everybody. Kennedy Crouch is pointing out, basically, because something is in common with a libertarian, it's got to be bad. Instead of using the noggin, as Jimmy Reefer Cake songs teach you, use your noggin. Try to win. Okay? Libertarians are your friend if you want to win, especially a national election. Trump got away with winning because he threw little bones to libertarians. He said the Iraq War was bullshit. So you're going to get excited. It's politics. Sammy thinks he knows it all. Me willing to debate him or anybody. That is dishonest. So you're saying that it's dishonest for libertarians to say interventionism is bad? It's just a viewpoint, Kennedy Crouch, and it's dishonest when she does it too. So this is why, like, we're caught in a pretzel of not getting able to get anything done. So this guy goes, thank you. Got another participator, S Fresh 666. I used to watch Seder, Two Young Turks for years, mostly left. Voted Trudeau, supported leftists. Exactly. Now this guy is going Trump 2020. That's my point, Kennedy Crouch. Libertarians are your friend, Kennedy Crouch. Yes. The ones that will vote with a candidate with like overlapping views. I like Tulsi Gabbard because she's been anti-war. She has military experience. She's a woman. I'm sort of responding to you, Red Baron. She's beautiful. She talks well. She's right across the board on all the issues. Mrs. Reefer Cake entering the zone.
Hi, what are you doing?
I'm live streaming.
Okay.
I'm not going to win this time.
Okay.
I'm not going to do a rock and roll.
No rock and roll. I'll put the guitar down. All right.
I can't sing a song.
Go with Bobby. I'm not good at singing or playing. All right. I got to get this going here, guys. It's just kind of silly. Like, so my point all along, whenever I had an argument with Sammy, this is 8 years going, is that you need to, Dread Baron goes, S Fresh 666 is either a troll or doesn't care about progressive policies. Well, do progressive policies include anti-war? Gotta find a lightsaber, guys. S Fresh is not a troll or a robot, saying she's decisive and knows what needs to be done. Exactly. Tulsi Gabbard has, if you even listen to her speak, Red Baron and Kennedy Crouch, are you too busy just listening to the Majority Report, when they never play her speaking? You know what I mean? They never play her speaking, but they say she's into hate groups. Like, this is really messed up, you guys. And I'm not trying to fuck things up. I'm not a troll. I'm a uniter guy. Understand? But this would be a whole lot easier if it was a dictatorship. You know that one. Now, when people say, a Red Baron goes, if you're voting Trump 20, you don't care about progressive policies. But the thing is, people say this Trump 2020 thing, it's because they can't even stand the bullshit. It's to Fresh 666. I guarantee, I don't guarantee, but let's check this out. Everyone the left hates is a hate group. Yeah. I don't know if Fresh heard this Sam Seder say, but he just says it in like vague terms. She actively supports a hate group. But but let me ask you this, Mr. Fresh 666. Even though you got would you vote for Tulsi? Are you anti-war? That's the funny thing I'd like to know. I mean, you know, you if you're in the situation where you're anti-war, I don't think you're going to vote for Trump over Tulsi. I really don't think you would. So whatever. But we know, we already see them lining up. Remember when the guy called in? Look at the song I did last Friday. I'm going to get going pretty soon, but this just hit me too, you guys. And check out Duck Talk. Check out Duck Talk with Chris Matthews. And again, Kennedy Crouch, when you just said that you didn't like libertarians having an anti-war or some shit, like, I don't get it, man. I don't get it. No, I'm not defending him. I'm saying, I'm asking him a question and he has to respond. Would you vote for Tulsi over Trump? I mean, he's Canadian, but Tulsi, but yeah, exact bingo. He comes in with Canadian, but yeah, Tulsi may be a president. You guys think about this. The Majority Report has a via Michael Brooks and Sam Seder, they are a sneakily warlike, sneakily supporting warmongers at the end of the day. And look at how people from other countries, this guy from Canada, is basically looking at our country and looking at the fact that we went from 4 to 7 wars. You got it. I don't know how old you guys are, but if you were alive in the time of Bush, when Bush started the fucking Iraq war, and you were good, Kennedy Crouch is not a vessel for the Majority Report. I don't dislike that they're anti-war. You don't believe that the libertarians are anti-war? I don't. How are they pro? Okay, I got a little confused. Okay, but I was going to say, last song, again, Rainstopper collaboration. Great friggin' job by Adam, of course. And I do my best. And the last song, okay, what did it say? What did it fucking say? I'll tell you what it said. Real wave, okay? It's a real wave. Jeffrey said he would vote for Hitler as long as Hitler was a Democrat. That's how it starts out. So, you know what Jeffrey said in his call too? Is that he wanted everyone to line up like ducks. He really did. He aggressively. And then Sammy argued with him during that call, but then look what he did today. Whenever you start to, undermine the Bernie, and remember how Bernie today, he basically said he goes all Elizabeth Warren. I'm getting the feeling that Elizabeth Warren is a more pro-war candidate probably than Bernie. And I know she's more pro-war because they said something to that degree. Didn't quite. I don't have any backup there. Yeah, it was fun. That's what I'm saying is that Sammy disagreed. Red Baron says that Sam disagreed with that guy. But then today, I feel like Red Baron, I think he undermined Bernie because even by undermining Tulsi, you undermine Bernie. That's what you don't fucking understand, dude. Tulsi is the fucking Democrat version of Bernie with a military background who speaks beautifully and comes across very nicely. If you don't fucking listen to her speak and you still want to say all this shit, good, then you're nuts. And if you go listen to her speak, you want to say something different, good. Go fucking listen to her speech wherever, any of them, listen to her interviews, then say some shit. Because you won't be saying the shit you think you're going to say. According to the left, I'm trying to keep up with you guys here. I'm glad for the interaction. I'm trying to learn, but I'm never going to just fucking... Sam doesn't have credibility to me when, yes, by criticizing Tulsi, you're undermining Bernie because he doesn't get the fact those two go together just like fucking peas in a pod. All the people who like Tulsi like Bernie. Tulsi liked Bernie. Tulsi supported Bernie in the beginning. Are you guys not remembering the whole fucking thing? Now, this is what we're coming to here. We got to regroup and get a grip on Tulsi. Do I have to... What is going on? What are trolls? He's not a troll, but what does he say? According to the left, everything to the right of Marx is fascist. Yeah, it's a little bit of an exaggeration by S Fresh 666. But I think that there's like a in our whole culture of politics, there's a shifting that people are uneasy with, where we just want to be able to say we're anti-war. We just want to be able to say we want healthcare for all, which Tulsi wants. We just want to be able to say I want this and this. Okay. Now I don't have to label, like, I think 666, if I just label him as a troll, what is that, him or her as a troll? What does that fucking do? Like, why is it so important that you have to put people to two sides right at the beginning? Never mind us all talking about how Tulsi, what is she as a candidate, you know, or even addressing what are the really, really bad things that really are true. Uneducated. You could call him uneducated if you want to call each other names, but I do agree. Like, you know, to fresh 666, Trump 2020 is not a slogan that's gonna do very well. But the thing is that, like, if I bet you he's thinking about all this Russia shit, and every reason that he's gonna say for Trump has to do with how the Democrats have done so poorly. So anyway, yeah, it isn't about. I'm really just kind of like, I'm not going to let this go. You know what I'm saying? That's my point. Is everyone listening to the Majority Report, like sitting here and like, do you think that's good for Sammy to do that? This is the second time he just said they never do a piece on it about why she supports a hate group. So, because I'd love to hear that piece, but 2 times responding to IMers, he's going to say this. And, you know, dude, whatever. That's the point of being a thinker, and why I listen. Like, why would I listen to the Majority Report? Because almost all the other time they're doing great. And now these people on the chat room, you're all kind of arguing about who's this or that and all this stuff. Listen, Red Baron and Kennedy Crouch, and you might want to just kind of get the vibe that this guy, who's a Trump 2020, actually sees that Tulsi is cool. Okay, does that even fucking connect with you guys, Red Baron, Kennedy Crouch? Like, isn't that kind of wild? He's a Trump 2020, but he also thinks Tulsi's cool. Okay, I don't know why, like, you can't get it's called intersectionality in a way. It's called winning. It's called not being a see, he's not a troll, he's not a robot. S Fresh 666 knows what I can do. What I can do is take a guy like the S Fresh or the H.A. Goodman. Reminds me of H.A. Goodman, and you can actually use them as an example. I think he was saying that he would vote for her over Trump, Red Baron. Like, if you can actually get through the shit to understand how to win, and then Chris Matthews doesn't matter anymore, and all the ducks can quack all day, because we're going to get what we want. And I have more duck talk with Chris Matthews coming up. Don't you worry. Although I don't know why it's only got about 14 views. Maybe it's up to 20 now. But I think it has 5 likes. So that's a high like to view ratio. So Chris Matthews gets a shiver up his leg when he sees Tulsi Gabbard, I bet. So he said he liked her, and then state he'd vote for after Trump. Well, true, Red Baron, you're right. But you see, the point is, like, don't you feel like this, by putting up walls the way that Sammy's done here, seriously, putting up walls when a guy who would support Hillary Clinton so strongly, and even though I know he criticizes her a lot too, which is great. Tulsi Gabbard's a million miles ahead of Hillary Clinton. And the hate group thing, I mean, I've read this article and I can try to skim through. Okay. So she didn't do any primary debates very much because no one has a chance of beating her. She's so well loved. And that's a fact. That's what Hillary was trying to pretend. And all these people are just going to totally sow discord in the Democratic Party. But that, yeah, okay. She didn't have a lot of debates. I don't know. It's at a conservative beginnings. So they try to make, because she was not really a big proponent of same-sex. She was a religious, okay? Religious upbringing. So you're going to go back like that on people? That's so dumb. It's so dumb. But that's the first. They spent a lot of time in that article doing that. Whatever, man. All I know is you listen to her now. She's a fucking grown-ass woman, and she does a great job. So she's not. Okay, it goes, all of this has created the impression that Gabbard, unlike much of the Democratic Party, is anti-war. A whole paragraph of its own, this idiot goes, she's not. A nice paragraph, dumbass. Who wrote this thing? I just want to get this. Who is this? Who wrote this? Branko Marketic. Good job, Branko. Look at that. One paragraph. She's anti-war. She's not. Gabbard's objections to U.S. wars spring not from a concern for those parts of the world U.S. military bombs and invades, but exclusively for concern about the Americans who fight them. Oh, you see? She only cares about the Americans who fight them. As she told Truth Out in 2012, her own military service in Iraq and Kuwait changed my life completely and revealed the tremendous cost of war, recounting the daily casualties and injuries to U.S. troops. So the cost of war she talks about, and this guy criticizes her. He uses that as a criticism because she's talking about the cost of our soldiers, both in human costs and costs of family. Why are you doing this? Why did he write this? So what are you saying? Okay, I can't read all this out loud. It's too dumb. I want to get to his point. If he has any point, Branko, suffering, blah 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 blah. Okay, her comparative lack of focus on the carnage they wreak is trouble. What in the name of God? Am I reading this again? So let me just see if there's any good points here. Okay, still fair bloodshed. Okay. There's a place for use of this technologies. So she basically is not totally against drones, is what the guy. There's a place, because she said there's a place for use of this technology, as well as smaller, quick strike, special force teams versus tens, if not hundreds of thousands of troops occupying space within the country. And I agree with Tulsi Gabbard 1,000,000% on that. You don't need to have a huge military force occupying. I'm sorry, I'm not keeping up with your messages because I friggin' am. Yeah, and he voted for Trudeau, you guys. You see what Sam Seder leads you into? This is what he leads you into. And I'm fine. He's still cool. I mean, if he has a problem with me having my opinion, he can gladly debate me. He can contact me. He knows where to get me. I don't think he wants to debate me. No, no, no. Oh, and we got someone else in the chat. It's called Without Remorse 12. She's a political opportunist. Well, isn't she a good one, though? Who aren't? It's like saying LeBron James is a basketball opportunist. Oh, I'm gullible, huh, Kennedy Crouch? Tell me why I'm gullible. You got to get to name callings of the host. You're going to call names on the host of the show, dude? Jesus. I don't know why you think I'm gullible when I'm reading this fucking Tulsi Gabbard article that you gave me, and it's just dumb, dude. They got nothing. It's just a piece of shit. This is literally a piece of shit. Let's keep going. I want to see if they have anything. In other words, Gabbard would continue. In short, when it comes to war against terrorists, I'm a hawk, she told the Hawaii Tribune last year. When it comes to counterproductive wars of regime change, I'm a dove. Again, and then the guy goes, in other words, Gabbard would continue the Obama administration's foreign policy, which itself was a continuation and in some ways ramping up of George W. Bush's foreign policy. Oh, Branko. Why are you doing this? Okay. I don't know, man. The guy, know what it proves? I'm back to looking at these. Kennedy, let's see. Because you're saying he isn't a troll because he voted for Trudeau. Oh, yeah. He's joining the, just talking about this guy, yeah. He's joining the thing. And, you know, I don't consider someone a troll. He said he made a good point. It was kind of a good fucking point by the guy. Yeah, it's kind of insane and you know what? I don't put it out of I want you guys all to listen to me, Red Baron, Kennedy Crouch. You got the majority report in you. And I don't think 666 listens to the show, but listen to me, you guys. Listen to me. I do not think that Sam Seder is beyond convincing that Tulsi Gabbard is our friend, because the evidence is not there. And if people can convince him, he might come up over. And it's going to be the same fucking story of like Bernie. Because Bernie, it wasn't soon enough. And all of a sudden, okay, then he starts to like Bernie, but just too late. See, on one hand, Sammy blames Bernie for starting too late. But the other hand, he should blame himself for not supporting him. Supporting Bernie sooner. Gulag Greg told me to come here and call you a moron. He sounds right. Okay, what do you got, Gulag? You have anything to add? You want to call me a moron? You are okay. Okay, the evidence again. Kennedy Crouch is this article means everything to you. Tulsi Gabbard is not your friend. The evidence is all in this article. But the thing is, how can I trust an article? I mean, did you hear what I just read? The person is bullshitting their way through this article. If they wanted to say, they should have come out and said it. I'm already halfway through this long ass piece of shit. I haven't seen anything, dude. And I've read it before. So it's not right, dude. No. Now, Gulag Greg, Mr. Gulag Greg, you have anything to say? Because I got to get going, but you want to call me a moron, huh? Woo. So tell me, what's up? Tulsi Gabbard is a hate group. She supports a hate group actively, right? Is that why she's so popular in Hawaii, Gulag Greg? Who's the moron, Gulag Greg? Is the moron the one who supports Tulsi Gabbard? Huh? Well, it's definitely not a good article, Kennedy Crouch. If someone could take that article and then make a bullet point of actual good points based on it, but the article is, he goes into like, it's very twisted. Aha, she took money, but remember, Sammy said actively supports a hate group. It's pretty messed up. Okay, it's sad to me you would rather defend the dude supporting Trump 2020 and saying lefties are leaving the Democratic Party because people like me. The thing is, Red Baron, is can't you just flip that in your mind and say, you know what? Maybe I can do a better job of, you know, looking at a Tulsi Gabbard and not jumping against her. Like, and then maybe things will happen good. Hey guys, this is a good fucking exercise, and I said what I had to say. Everybody participated. Fucking, I can't even hardly play guitar anymore because I've just been singing to Adam Rainstopper's songs. So I'm not even gonna play a song. I'm just gonna say, you guys, take it easy. Don't blame me for this shit. At the end of the day, keep an open mind to Tulsi Gabbard. I mean, she's the one who actually, Tulsi Gabbard is actually the one who's in the game. All of us here are just a bunch of dumbass, a bunch of fucking yappers. We're yapping away. Tulsi, and that includes Sammy. Sammy is no better than us, you guys. He's no fucking smarter than us. I know that. I've been listening. Definitely not smarter than me. All right, motherfucker? No. Because I know. I've been listening for a lot of years. And it's not about me being the smartest in the world. It's just about knowing that none of us are really smarter than the others. There's been a million times where he's been wrong and a million times he's been right. And this is the time he's wrong. Until I can see otherwise, Tulsi Gabbard is our best shot. This is Jimmy. I can't finish without a song. Fuck it. You know, it's one song. Guitar's not even in tune. Do it. Just do it. Oh, yes. Now, what song is it gonna be? Just make it. Oh, got the E string clipped. This is the end. Beautiful friend, the end. This is the end. Tulsi Gabbard smears the end. Sammy keeps on smearing, but it'll soon be the end. Someone's gonna call up and school him on Tulsi Gabbard. More broken trust to heal the end. Will they ever listen to another spiel again? Can you picture what would be with President Tulsi? 'Cause we're desperately in need of a better plan in a war-torn land. I wondered if Sammy Seder has gone insane, 'cause all the Democrats are gonna be in pain when old Trumpy wins again. There's a danger on the edge of democracy. Gotta listen to Tulsi. You gotta listen to Tulsi, baby. Yeah! But Trumpy awoke before dawn. He put his wig on. He was so glad he was facing Elizabeth Warren instead of Tulsi, and then he walked on down the hall. He came to a door. He looked inside the debate room. Elizabeth? Yes, Donald. I'm gonna beat you in this election. Tulsi? I want you to get out of politics, baby. Yeah, yeah. Oh, man. Oh, Sammy's gonna try to trash your reputation. Oh, yeah. Trash the reputation. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Same old crap. Allthehypocrisy.com. Jimmy Reefer Cake. Thank you for participating, and peace.